Let's talk about real versus fake and if this is worth the hefty price tag. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today's video is all about comparing these two bags right here. Before we get started, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. Whilst you're there, press the bell which will notify you every time I upload a video. And whilst you're doing all of that, give me a thumbs up as well. Right. Let's get started with the video. If you've been with me for a while, you know I like to enjoy a little glass of something nice. Today's is a Sauvignon Blanc. Back to the Sauvignon Blanc. Cheers! This is the Palm Springs Mini. And this is also supposed to be the Palm Springs Mini. I'm not even going to ask you if you can tell the difference because the difference is obvious. Now, this is mine, and this one here belongs to my granddaughter. My granddaughter was given to this. She is extremely proud of it. She walked in on Wednesday, she says, look, yeah, I've got a bag just like you. Nobody can prize this away from her. She doesn't know if it's fake, she doesn't know if it's real, she doesn't care what it's worth. She just likes it because her yaya has one. This is made for an adult, but it was given to Georgie and she absolutely loves it. The strap has been adjusted and she kind of wears it crossbody and puts all her bits and pieces in the bag. So when I saw it, I thought, I need that bag. Let me do a comparison of that with mine, and I'm not going to compare it as to, I will show you the differences, but this is an obvious fake. It's, you know, I wouldn't even go as far as calling this a replica. It's just a fake. It's really, I mean, for me that has the Palm Springs Mini, I can see so many differences. I must say, the canvas feels as probably the best thing about the bag. It probably does what this does. It probably holds as much as the real bag. So here they are. So the first thing you can see is the handle of the bag. It is totally different. This is a lovely, well sewn, padded handle. This is kind of just a flat, thick handle. So that's the first difference there. At the back you can see mine is padded. This does have the strap. I'm going to open it up actually just so I can push it out slightly. The Palm Springs Minis are not known for having a smooth zip. Mine's actually okay, but on this fake one it's really not good. Anyway, so you can see it has the stitching to imitate the padding at the back, but in fact it isn't padded at all. Whereas on the real Palm Springs Mini you can see it has the lovely padding there as well. The other thing is with this, which you probably will not be able to see, the hardware is, it feels kind of plasticky and it's very big and not delicate like the Palm Springs Mini. If you look at the hardware, I mean, look at this, it's tiny, it feels like metal. I mean, you can see the difference straight away of the two. You know, the actual clasp is totally different, and anybody that knows Louis Vuitton knows that they never use that type of clasp. It's always this type of clasp just there. The clasp on the strap has the LV just here. I don't know if the camera will pick up. Let's try and focus it in. You can see the LV there. Do you know what? I haven't even checked it actually. What do these say on them? I can't make it out, but they do say something. What does that say? It's not Louis Vuitton anyway. You are kidding me on. Do you know what the strap says on this? Oh my god, I hope this focuses. It actually says Michael Kors on that strap. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's what it says. It says Michael Kors. It did come with two straps, but I think they've just taken it off for Georgie to use because Georgie would just get tangled up in the 2 straps. So they've just put on the 1 strap and she uses it quite happily. The other thing is you can see the hooks to use it as a backpack are underneath this fake one, whereas on the actual Palm Springs Mini, the real Palm Springs Mini, you can see the hooks are at the back. There's 2 there and the 2 there. So you've got the 2 on this fake one and then the other 2 are underneath. And they're hanging off these kind of leather tab things here. At the bottom you see the Louis Vuitton one, that's the real one, has this, which it said this is to hang your scarf on. I mean, I really don't know what it's for, but anyway, it's got that wee hook there. This one hangs there like a, yeah, you know, like a, and yeah, so you can see it's got the pocket there just like the real one. So this is the fake one. It's got red felt interior and it is a working pocket. It's probably easier to get into than the actual real one. So here is the pocket on the actual Palm Springs Mini. It's opened and it's a lot tighter. So it's really quite a tight pocket on the real one. Like I said, the canvas is probably the best thing about this bag. The pattern is actually not bad on it when you look at it closely. It's really not bad, but again, it's not as vibrant when you look at them in real life. It's not as vibrant and as deep as it is on the real Louis Vuitton, but they've actually done a not bad job placing it the way the canvas has actually been cut. On the front here, the actual Louis Vuitton one says Louis Vuitton Paris. The fake ones, I'm fully expecting it to say Michael Kors now, says Louis Vuitton Paris made in France. That's the other difference. And again, the fake one here comes with 2 zips, 2 big zips. What does it say? It does, it says Louis Vuitton on both the zips, whereas on the real one it just has LV on the zips, or on the zips. The real one only has the 1 zip. My zip has always been, as you can see, a smooth zip. I've never had a problem with it, and I don't intend to take it and get the new version of it. I know now there's a newer version where you don't have this lip, so the zip sits open. I actually like the look of this, and like I said, I don't have any problems with it, and that's it empty as well. I'm not even going to go into the stitching because you can imagine how bad the stitching is with, you know, the straps. The strap's a lot thicker. The Michael Kors strap is a lot thicker than the actual Louis Vuitton ones. As you can see, these are lovely thin straps where they all have LV on them. And do the hooks say anything? The hooks on the actual Louis Vuitton bag, these hooks here, they don't actually say anything. So that's the real version here, and we all know how much this costs. An absolute fortune, and that's if you can get your hands on it. And this is why these are so highly priced, because they are so hard to get hold of. There is a date code inside of the bag as well on the real one, which is just there. You can see there's your date code. This doesn't have a date code at all. So the interior of this one is red, and it doesn't really open up very wide. I suppose it's wide enough. It's that white felt cheap looking interior. Now if you're walking down a marketplace in Cyprus, for example, you'll see these all over the place. You'll see replicas of all these Louis Vuitton bags, and they go for about 30 euros, 25 euros, 30, 45 euros. You know, you get these fake bags for, you know, these are bad fakes, you know, especially for somebody that knows what it's supposed to look like. I suppose for somebody that doesn't, and even at that, you know, the craftsmanship, whatever you want to call it, is really, I mean, it's really quite bad, you know. Although it's, you can see it's done in a V-stitch, that's also done in a V-stitch, but all the threads are coming away as well. So onto the inside. Now, the real bag on the inside is black interior. It's all beautifully stitched inside. It really is. Mine is a perfect, even if I do say so myself, it's a perfect specimen of a Palmsprings Mini. I have taken mine back and had it fixed, and it was only because these loops here, can't even remember which one it is, I do have a video on it, started fraying. Didn't come away, simply started fraying. Louis Vuitton fixed that free of charge for me. Other than that, I haven't had any problems. When it went in, they checked it over and there was nothing wrong with the bag. So back to the inside. So it's this black thick lining. It's perfect inside. Inside, right at the back, you have a pocket, and it's quite a deep pocket. It goes right to the bottom of the bag here. But for me, it's, you know, it's placed in a strange place, because if you put anything in that pocket, it's really hard to get into that pocket when you've got all your items sitting in front of the pocket. So inside of that, it says, it's got a leather tab, and it says Louis Vuitton Paris. Mine says made in Italy. I've got to show you that. There you go, that's what the inside looks like, and there's the pocket just there. This one here doesn't have a pocket at the back there, but it does have the pocket here, and it's done in the canvas, and it's fraying, and it's awful. But in all honesty, I do think where they've placed this pocket makes more sense to put it there. So, you know, when you open it up, if you put your credit cards or whatever there, you can get at them quite easily. Whereas when the pocket's at the back, you just can't get at it. So actually, I think the placement of this pocket is really well done. But, you know, when I say pocket, it's a bit of canvas sewn on, if you can even call it sewn on. So they've put their tab again on the front of the bag there, and it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. There we go. Every time I look at anything now, I expect it to say Michael Kors. I'll need to ask Ruth to check the other strap and see if the other strap says Michael Kors on it. That's just so, that's how bad a fake this is. That is exactly how bad a fake this is. So that's the differences of the bag, and again, I'm going to tell you, Georgie absolutely loves it, and she says she thinks she has the same bag as her Yaya, which is really cute, and we're not going to take it away from her because she loves it. It was given to her and she thinks it's gorgeous. So one day she'll learn, she'll know that it's a fake, and she'll want nothing to do with the fake, and she'll want all the real ones. So yeah, at the moment she's having fun with that. That's the main differences. Let's talk about the difference in price. You know, I mean, we're talking hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of pounds of a difference between these two bags. You know, is it worth it? Is it worth paying all that extra money to get the real thing? For me, personally, I wouldn't carry a fake. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's, you know, it's difficult for me to say I've got all these bags sitting around about me, you know, and I wouldn't judge. I don't judge anybody. You do you. You want to carry a fake, you carry a fake. You know, it's got absolutely nothing to do with me. Personally, I wouldn't. I would rather not have the bag than carry the fake version of the bag. You know, okay, I mean, we're talking about my granddaughter, you know, I'm not talking about children here. She was given this bag, she's going to carry it, she doesn't know any better. None of us are going to tell her, you know, not to carry it because it's a fake. It's been made in whatever way, I don't know, it's been made, it's done, it's happened, she's got it, it's a gift, you know. But for me personally, I'm looking at the two zips, quite funny. For me personally, my choice would be not to have the bag than have the bag. You know, at the moment, I'm really, I think on the top of my wish list is the trendy, I've said before, I've spoken about the trendy, Chanel trendy and the Chanel 19, although I'm really, the trendy is really, I watched a tag the other day now and it was the bipolar tag. They spoke about things that go on your wish list, off your wish list, back on your wish list, and that Chanel trendy just goes on my list, off the list, on my list, off. But I absolutely love it. Now, the point I was going to make, if you've been with me for a while, you know I go off track, but the point I was going to make is I would rather not have the bag than have a fake one. It's like the Birkin. I would rather not have the Birkin than have a fake one. You know, I'm not going to carry a fake bag when I'm you know, when I've got real bags to carry, is the point I was going to... Cheers. So that's the differences of the bag. That's what I think about fake versus real. I do think these bags, in all honesty, I do believe they are overpriced. I truly do believe. I really don't see how they can justify the cost of these. But for as long as there's mugs like us out there that buy them and, you know, fall for the hype of, oh my goodness, it's, you can't get hold of it, and then you do get hold of it and we can resell it and justify everything by we can resell it, get our money back and blah blah blah. I have had offers for this bag. I have had offers like for bags like my GST. Every time I speak about that bag, somebody, you know, will get in touch with me and ask me if I want to sell it. So I know I can sell these classic bags at any time, get my money back on, well, get a lot more than I spent on them, because now they're worth a lot more money than what I paid for them. And again, like this, when people were trying to get hold of this, I had offers to sell this bag as well. I love this bag. I think it's a cute bag. I know when this bag first came out, I was one of those people that thought, oh God, what are you going to do with a tiny wee bag like that? But you know, it's such a versatile crossbody bag, rucksack, and when I bought it, I fully intended to use this as a crossbody bag, but actually I use it more as a rucksack, especially when I've got my granddaughter. I can just have it at my back. If you're in a play area or whatever with the children, with your grandchildren, it's easy just to throw on your back and keep your necessities. So it's perfect for that kind of thing, and it does fit a lot. It's not, you know, when you do put a lot of things in it, I've said this before, you know, it's the kind of bag that you need to pull things out to get at it. But I do love it, and you know, I don't think it's worth the price tag. I personally wouldn't go for the fake, doesn't matter how cheap it is, and this is really a bad fake. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. By the way, I'm going to link your video here, and if you're not already subscribed, press the A right here. Cheers!